Prerana Shrot by students and colleagues. His unfulfilled dream was the establishment of the Indian Council of Veterinary Research, ICVR, envisioned as a national apex body for veterinary research. Many veterinarians today advocate celebrating 30 November, his birthday, as Indian Veterinary Doctors Day to honor his unparalleled contributions. Supporting this effort would be a fitting tribute to a visionary who reshaped India's veterinary profession forever. Sir, thank you, sir. Dr. Ramakumar, sir, is about to join. Sir, thank you all, sir, for joining today's webinar of the Veterinary Association of India to commemorate this great human who has contributed exceptionally, and throughout his career, he has contributed immensely for the veterinary profession, especially for Indian veterinary sector. Thank you, sir. So we'll start the President of the Veterinary Association of India and the patron of today's webinar, Dr. Jitendra Singh, sir, to kindly announce the webinar team, sir.
नमस्कार। सबसे पहले मैं मुख्य संरक्षक एवं आयोजक दल के नेतृत्वकर्ता डॉक्टर राजेश कुमार सिंह का हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं, जिनके मार्गदर्शन में यह अंतर्राष्ट्रीय वेबिनार श्रृंखला सफलतापूर्वक आगे बढ़ रही है। आज के वेबिनार की संचालन टीम इस प्रकार है। मॉडरेटर के रूप में डॉक्टर राधाकृष्ण कुलकांति, जो पूरे कार्यक्रम का समन्वय करेंगे। को मॉडरेटर के रूप में डॉक्टर वंदना भगत, जो सत्रों के बीच सुचारू रूप से संवाद एवं समय प्रबंधन सुनिश्चित करेगी। होस्ट के रूप में डॉक्टर कर्नल एएस राठौर, डॉक्टर गुरुनाथन एन, जो तकनीकी संचालन वक्ताओं का स्वागत तथा सत्रों के क्रम का ध्यान रखेंगे। मैं आज के तीनों विशिष्ट मुख्य वक्ताओं आदरणीय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर राम कुमार वी सर, डॉक्टर एम.वी. रेड्डी सर, सेवानिवृत्त आईएएस, एवं प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर के पाठक सर का विशेष रूप से स्वागत करते हुए वेबिनार टीम की ओर से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि उन्होंने अपने बहुमूल्य समय से इस आयोजन के लिए समय निकाला। मैं सभी प्रतिभागियों, युवा डॉक्टरों, विद्यार्थियों एवं शोधकर्ताओं से अनुरोध करता हूं कि पूरे वेबिनार के दौरान सक्रिय रूप से जुड़े रहें, प्रश्न पूछें और चर्चाओं में भाग लेकर इस मंच को समृद्ध बनाएं। के साथ मैं आधिकारिक रूप से आज के वेबिनार टीम की घोषणा करता हूं और आगे का कार्यक्रम मॉडरेटर डॉक्टर राधाकृष्ण कुलकांति को सुपुर्द करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, Dr. Ramakumar, sir, are you here in the meeting? And Dr. Vandana, ma'am. Co-moderator,
Yes,
Dr. Vandana, ma'am. Dr. Ramakumar, sir. Sir, namaste, sir. How are you, sir? Thank you, sir.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Great, sir. We are honored to have you, sir. Sir, can you, are you ready? Sir, we will
I'm
discuss PowerPoint.
I'm ready. Can I begin?
You are audible, sir. Clearly audible, visible. Great.
Thank you. Can I begin?
Yes, sir. Give me just a minute. Dr. Vandana, ma'am, co-moderator will present your introduction, sir. Give me just a minute. Vandana, ma'am, are you here?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, please. Can you present? You can keep your video on, ma'am. If you okay.
Respected VCI members, participants, and distinguished
Veterinary
guests.
Association of India, ma'am.
Respected Veterinary Association of India members, a warm good morning to all of you. It is my privilege to introduce Professor Dr. Ramakumar sir, an eminent veterinary professional and former Secretary, Veterinary Council of India, born on 3rd October 1941 in Trivandrum. Dr. Ramakumar completed his bachelor's degree from Kerala University in 1963, followed by master's degree in 1970 and PhD in 1978 in veterinary surgery and radiology. His distinguished career spans teaching, research, administration, and international service. He has served as leading institutes such as Punjab Agricultural University, Haryana Agricultural University, SK University of Agricultural Science and Technology, and the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Al Fatah University, Libya. With over 100 scientific publications, he has guided numerous MVSc and PhD scholars across India. A major milestone in his career was his decade-long tenure as the first secretary of the Veterinary Council of India from 1991 to 2001, where he's played a pivotal role in establishing uniform veterinary education regulations and strengthening human resource development for the veterinary profession. Dr. Ramakumar sir has also contributed extensively to animal welfare, disaster management, zoo management, and veterinary ethology. He has worked with organizations such as the Animal Welfare Board of India, WWF Kerala, and the Central Zoo Authority, and has received several prestigious honors, including the Lifetime Achievement Award in veterinary surgery. Today, we are honored to have such a distinguished personality with us. I warmly invite Professor Ramakumar sir to deliver his lecture. Sir, please.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir. Yes,
My
sir.
Yes,
name
sir, you
is
are audible, sir.
Yeah, my name is Rama Kumar Ravi. People call me Ram Kumar also. Friends call me Rama. But I'm here to present a note on the genesis of Veterinary Council of India with a tribute to the visionary leadership of Dr. C.M. Singh. Going by the history of Veterinary Council a bit, in 1950, the Veterinary Association, World Veterinary Association, required every country in the world should have a council to regulate veterinary education, veterinary practice. 1951, the Veterinary Doctors Association Bombay requested Sardar K.M. Munshi, the Minister of Agriculture, for the establishment of the Veterinary Council. An interim Veterinary Council was formed in 1951, but it lapsed in 1963. 1976, on constant demand, National Agriculture Commission proposed establishment of a statutory body called Veterinary Council of India. 1977, Rajya Sabha, when it considered this matter, they said regulation of veterinary practice cannot be done without regulation of veterinary education. So they appointed a joint parliamentary committee, or JPC, to move around and meet all the stakeholders in the India and interact with them. And finally, they coming back in 1981 and decided to add section 15 to 21 to the Indian Veterinary Council Bill. And in 18th August 1984, Parliament passed the Indian Veterinary Council Act, establishing the Veterinary Council of India. Remember, the act is Indian Veterinary Council Act, and the name of the council is Veterinary Council of India. Also, State Veterinary Council. 2nd August 1989, that means after 5 years, the Government of India gazetted the notification for establishment of Veterinary Council. So the legal processes are very long. 12th August 1990, the first meeting was held, and Dr. C.M. Singh, the retired Director IVRI, was unanimously elected as the president, and Dr. R.P.S. Tyagi was elected as president. Now, a word about the composition of the council and its difference with the Medical Council of India. There are 27 members in Veterinary Council of India, 11 elected, 14 nominated. Secretary of Veterinary Council and the Animal Husbandry Commissioner are ex officio members. They are not to be elected or nominated. Only registered veterinary practitioners can be members of Veterinary Council of India. Only registered veterinary practitioners can practice on the profession. So that's a major problem that is happening. So, but Medical Council of India has a difference.
You can
Medical
continue, sir. We are projecting your slides. You can continue, sir, please.
Go ahead, go ahead. So there's a difference. Go to the third one. Say the Medical Council of India is established by the Government of India in 1950. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Complete this. Green.
So, and state medical councils are established independently by the states. Now, with the National Medical Commission, all of them are brought together, but still they handle the registration, professional conduct in the states itself. But Veterinary Council of India has a difference. It has the State Veterinary Council under Veterinary Council Act, and they are working together. All these activities are done together. Now, next is a word about veterinary practice and animal husbandry. There is a little confusion about animal husbandry and veterinary practice. The degree is BVSc and AS. Animal husbandry is a vocation or an avocation of keeping or rearing animals for food, security, companionship, and other matters. But veterinary practice is the service delivery. It's a profession which delivers service to the animal. It delivers service to the animal, and it also advises or motivates the community on all matters related to animal husbandry. That is why the degree BVS and AH is there. Now, on the genesis of Veterinary Council of India, my main task. On assuming charge, Dr. CM Singh, the president, used his skill and financial ability to procure the office space, a computer. During that time, remember in 1990, getting a computer, office equipments, and a vehicle in record time when the money was released at the fag end of the year. But he did that. Simultaneously, he gained information from other statutory councils like Medical Council of India, Nursing Council of India, and Central Council for Homeopathy. He identified during the process a very brilliant executive called Mr. C.K. Vasudev, working in CCH or Central Council of Homeopathy, who had been working with Dr. B.C. Roy in the beginning of Medical Council of India. So he had a long experience and exposure. So Dr. CM Singh requested that this person should be spared for establishing Veterinary Council of India. He got a lot of service. Between 1991, when we started, and 1995, with the skeletal staff, hired furniture, and open space, the council could get 7 regulations prepared. It's a very long procedure. 100 copies of each regulation has to be placed on the floor of the parliament for the parliament to consider. Now, the major problem before the Veterinary Council was the preparation of education regulation or regulation for regulating veterinary education. Dr. C.M. Singh, who had a lifetime career as a teacher, research scientist, and science administrator, did not favor the traditional method of bringing together eminent professors and present the sum of their deliberations as a new curriculum. Though the council gathered course curricula from 18 different veterinary colleges, Dr. Singh was not for blindly using them as the existing curricula. So the work group was made with Dr. B.S. Malik, the retired Dean Jabalpur, Dr. M. Aravindan, ADG ICR, and Secretary Veterinary Council of India, and they were directed to prepare a draft regulation for veterinary education. And Dr. Singh wanted the group first to study the intellectual process of learning from the educational handbook written by a famous peer of medical education, Dr. J.J. Gilbert, before preparing the regulation. Dr. Singh wanted the primary objective of teaching veterinary science to the students or BVSC to be discussed preferably from the learner's point of view, their need and understanding, not from the teacher's point of view. In other words, it must decide and describe the standard expected from the student and what they were able to do when they were not learning this process. That means after learning what? Now, the criteria for determining the objective or purpose of veterinary education. For good international study or education, many people feel developing a description is not necessary, since science and education are universal. But when we ask them, these experts, to define assumptions more clearly and placidly, we find conflicting and divergent shades emerging, becoming, and this becomes a conflict and becomes acute during the period of curricular reforms, with the most louder and irascible getting more credit over for them. This Dr. Singh did not want. So he quoted Dr. Gilbert and said, the content of a course, if it is fixed on personal, administrative, or political decisions unrelated to academic needs, the policy variable becomes a constant and the competence becomes a variable. That means the competence will be nowhere. If the program is constructed around personal mindsets, which many experts are sentimental about, there would be no focus on competence of the students. So teaching each subject or topic within it must be determined on the basis of relevant, logical, feasible objectives and should be explained to the students in an observable and measurable, qualitatively and quantitative terms. Now, situation, having done regulation, prepared regulation, we started assessing the situation of each various veterinary colleges. Inspectors were appointed by Dr. Singh. They were sent to verify what facility they have. The debrief revealed that veterinary colleges were having 12 departments to 20 departments, and many were following trimester system, some annual system, and some trimester system. Somewhere the departments were clubbed very haphazardly into one department, telling that teachers were not available. The agriculture universities had a rule that every teacher should have a doctoral program, and mostly many science teachers were appointed to the veterinary colleges on the basis of the PhD they had. So another handicap was many college veterinary clinics were in independent departments. Syllabus showed hospital practice in credit hours, but the students attended only for a few hours in the morning and went off. They hardly had an opportunity to attend cases in full or follow up their recovery or their management if critical care is needed and how it is provided. So this is one aspect. And second aspect is in case of farms. Okay. Second thing is the case reviews. How the animal fares. Suppose I do an operation in the morning, evening I have to go and see how the animal is faring, how is recovering, how is eating, and when water is to be given. And that was not there. Night duty was unheard of for the students. The practical classes of medicine, surgery, gynecology, radiology, and clinical pathology were mostly taken in departments, laboratories, and on experimental animals. This is an unfortunate thing existed. Then another major problem was the location allocation policy of the veterinary colleges. Improper unplanned location allocation policy was a major handicap. Many veterinary colleges were established on popular demand or political policy in places inaccessible to the public in the name of Vikasan or development. Therefore, teaching clinics hardly had any number of cases for students to practice. Now, the students remained idle and were forcibly given some lectures or oral deliberations. Some colleges, the livestock and poultry farms were also far away. They were either in the government departments or located as part of research units. Farm routines were never formed part of practical of livestock production management department, and trainees were exposure were limited, and they had no opportunity to handle the farm routines or handle animals. Now, the current trend of postgraduate education, why there is a lack of teachers. Many veterinary students seek PG admission in universities. Some join PG program while they wait for an appointment from the PSC, and because they get scholarship and fellowship. Number of field veterinarians seek admission for PG on leave salary or when they get leave of the kind due. They get grant to purchase textbooks and stationery, but hardly few prefer an appointment as a entry-level teacher. There are many veterinarians who possesses MVSc in medicine, surgery, gynecology, veterinary public health, meat technology, veterinary extension, wildlife management in states. But it is seen that most of them were either not appointed in the specialization they do or prefer to get promotion in the department as assistant director or appointment. Now, when you go by the requirement of teaching staff vis-a-vis the shortage, minimum standard of veterinary education specified needs 190 to 200 teachers per college, which means in 2000, we required nearly 6,000 teachers and 15% used to retire. For that, 100 teachers were to be replenished every year. This was not happening. BCI had the statutory authority to ensure the standards of veterinary teachers proportional to the teaching and research needs. It must also consider when the demand for increase in admissions or permission to open new colleges are made. But for the time being, it must be confessed here that prescribed for the teacher's qualification nor a professional doctorate degree for made for veterinary teachers. There was a need to prescribe regulations for a PG diploma with hands-on training for specialists to work in civil and military services. And the norm for continuing veterinary education, which is lifelong obligation of the veterinarian when he takes the veterinarian's oath, he says, I undertake to improve my skill and knowledge as a lifelong obligation, which was not forthcoming, which was not available. So without availability, how do they do it? And then the council sat back and decided on a human resource regulation policy and higher education. Going by the intellectual process of learning, Dr. C.M. Singh and the council decided that the primary objective of doctoral program in veterinary teachers should be different from the traditional science graduation of the postgraduate MSc and PhD. So the council prepared and approved the human resource development policy and regulations for postgraduate education for teachers, for postgraduate diploma for specialists, and other specialized departments like wildlife management, disaster management, stray dog control, neutering centers, and pre-exposure prophylaxis, etc. And there was also found a need to regulate veterinary practice. The basic idea is to provide good veterinary practice. Good veterinary practice means a veterinarian appointed as a primary veterinary unit should be a leading partner of a team engaged to provide healthcare, handling of animals, proper collection of samples, dispatch of samples, storage of samples, clinical service to animals, and material ancillary thereof and related thereto. They are to educate, advise, and motivate animal owners to adopt efficient, economic, and sustainable animal management, including hygienic housing, suitable feeding, proper breeding, essential for performance to prevent disease, deficiency, disaster, or death of animals. So they have to ensure proper care of animals and the proper collection of their samples so that diseases are not spread from animals nor from the products of animals to the users or the owners. The most important thing was the professionals to develop and maintain the competence and personal character and an attitude required for skilled professional life, such as integrity, sense of responsibility, dependability, the ability to relate to and communicate with clients. They should also concern, which Dr. C.M. Singh was very particular about, was they should also have concern and respect for patients, clients, and colleagues. He used to repeat this every time. Then the area which need higher veterinary service are a meeting convened by the Planning Commission. It was decided that higher manpower is required for training of veterinarians to work as specialists. Manpower needed as specialists or super specialists in veterinary service. and manpower for professional administration like assistant director, director, who are able to plan, monitor, and do impact assessment and evaluation, including conservation and biodiversity of animals. And the manpower needed for undergraduate teaching was another. And the fourth was the manpower needed for higher education, continuing veterinary education, and research. Now, there was another thing. We cannot ask people to work in a particular way without providing them the proper facility. That means enabling human resource development. The requirement for higher units in good to do good veterinary practice is to generate, first thing is to generate and maintain a dependable information for action, where the incidence or increase of a disease, deficiency, defect, deviation, disaster, or death of animals means 6 Ds of a region, of a state or locality is gathered and maintained in a on a regular basis to enable a standard data generation mechanism called National Animal Production and Health Information System, or NAFIS. The clinical specialty service and critical care has to be rendered by persons trained for the purpose, and the facility thereby has to be simultaneous with that. Good diagnostic facilities for laboratory diagnosis, pieces of imaging equipments with specialists and technicians has to be there in place. Special support may be required to reach animals out or collect animals through ambulatory services and to the working place or to the hospital. It also needed special needs were there for public relation, centralized neutering center for street dog control, buffer zone management, wildlife management, enabling the reach, the rescue and rehabilitation of wild animals whenever they need, which needs professionals to have the right attitude, skill, attitude, and knowledge. Yes. Another important thing is a supply, service, and maintenance system has to be in place, because unless and until supply, service, and maintenance is done, veterinarians cannot work efficiently and give good veterinary practice. The fifth aspect or sixth aspect is the veterinarians have to work on all animals on demand, whether it is domestic animals, semi-domestic animals, laboratory animals, ferals, wild animals, avian species, consistent with the directive principles of the Constitution. That means compassion and respect. So the Council made a human resource development policy, only I'm showing the cover, and draft regulations for professional doctor degree for teachers and for specialists to work in the field, military or civil. Now, you may ask, what was the tangle? Why did they do it? They prepared everything, but there were legal tangles on the authority for higher education. In 1984, the Parliament decided that the Council has the authority and power to regulate veterinary education, but when minimum standard of veterinary education was presented and presented and implemented in colleges, the ICR and when they were prepared and PG was prepared and circulated, the ICR made an objection and considered that education and research is their prerogative and part of agriculture universities. And they procured a High Court order or a verdict that ICR has the authority for controlling veterinary education admission in the states. Now, but Dr. C.M. Singh was convinced that this is not the case, and legal authority still lies with veterinary education lies with the Veterinary Council of India alone. He was of the firm opinion that since 42nd Amendment of the Act 1976 transferred education, protection of wild animals and birds from state to the concurrent list, and since professions, drugs and technical education are listed subjects of the central list, VCI holds the power and obligation to regulate veterinary education and veterinary practice. The standard of veterinary conduct and etiquette also defined veterinary profession, and this definition of veterinary profession was approved by the central government. This is, and as a policy, they said that all people who register as registered veterinary practitioners can get NPA, and profession, since profession was restored. All these arguments were going on for 4 years, and finally, ultimately, on the 6th January 2000, the Supreme Court of India affirmed that the Veterinary Council holds the power to regulate veterinary education. That was the major success of Dr. CMC. Along with this, the audit objected that the Veterinary Council of India was established to regulate veterinary practice, but they are not doing anything to regulate veterinary practice. So regulation is an essentiality in public interest, and it is not. Don't think that it's controlling the work or allowing excuses to evade or avoid responsibility. No, it has to be a precise balance between the consumer's right and the capacity of the service provider. So it has to consider the need and resource available to the community, the community's awareness about the general health care and husbandry required for its perception of good veterinary practice. They should be able to promote husbandry practices relevant, feasible, and acceptable to the community, ensure minimum medical support needed to confirm the availability. So without minimum support being given, how can you ask a veterinary doctor to perform? So all these things are part of regulation of veterinary practice. Provide health care, health promotion, and prophylaxis as is needed and available for the area. A limited input support for intervention in areas identified through a pragmatic participatory development appraisal is also necessary. Now, there is Dr. C.M. Singh was the founder president of National Academy of Veterinary Sciences, India. This is a unique institution of his dream to foster and utilize the academic excellence of fellows, old teachers who retired. Their academic excellence had to be used as an academic resource to enhance the professional efficiency of field veterinarians. As per his view, this is an exclusive area, academy. It's different from societies or associations who hold seminar, publish papers, give awards and other things. They are not to do this. The bylaw of National Academy of Veterinary Sciences, India, made it mandatory to establish state chapters of National Academy in each state, and the fellows should take initiative along with the initiative of the members of the National Academy to organize specific continuing veterinary education programs in line with the solemn oath the veterinarians acknowledge as an obligation. This is how the veterinary Dr. C.M. Singh development and establishment of Veterinary Council of India went on. Now, a last word of my gratitude while being ever obliged to the inspirational soul of Dr. C.M. Singh with salute. We have also to acknowledge and express the gratitude provided by Dr. P.N. Bhatt and the moral support given by late Dr. P.N. Bhatt. Last but not the least, the lifelong support given by Dr. Gajraj Singh, even after his retirement, the ex-dean of Division IVRI and the ex-dean of Mizoram Veterinary College, is kindly acknowledged as an everlasting help. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Bye.
Sir, namaste, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your excellent presentation. And
Thank
we
you.
have been talking for almost like 1 week to almost 2 weeks after announcement of webinar 4, and you as the first keynote speaker. And for these 2 weeks, I can understand the immense compassion that you have for the veterinary profession, sir, and for its upliftment. And
Not
you,
passion and respect.
sir, great, sir. We are lucky to have such personalities who are immensely interested in the progress of our veterinary profession, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your excellent presentation today and for your guidance, sir.
Influenced by Dr. C.M. Singh
Sir,
and
sir,
Dr.
thank you. Dr. Rajesh Singh, sir, convener, sir, and Jitendra, sir, as the president. Yes, sir. Great, sir. Thank you, sir. So We will now move on to the next keynote speaker's lecture. Honorable Dr. M.V. Reddy, IAS retired sir, will be the second speaker today. Sir, are you ready? I'll give you the introduction, sir.
Yes, Radhakrishna, please go ahead. Thank you.
Great, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, Dr. M.V. Reddy, sir. Namaste and very warm welcome to our beloved and Honorable Dr. M.V. Reddy, IAS retired sir, a visionary leader whose life seamlessly weaves veterinary science, public service, and inclusive rural development. Can you hear me, sir, everyone?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Great, sir. Okay, sir. Born into an agricultural family in Munagala village, Nalgonda, now Suryapet district of Telangana, Dr. M.V. Reddy sir's journey is one of rare interdisciplinary excellence. He holds a BVSc and an MVSc in animal nutrition, the academic credentials rarely seen among the administrators. As a gold medalist and university topper in his MVSc, he demonstrated early on his deep commitment to veterinary science. He went on to earn a Master's of Arts in Rural Development from the United Kingdom with a specialization in Human Resource Development and Gender, signaling not just the technical know-how, but also a strong focus on socially inclusive development. Dr. M.V. Reddy sir's early professional life was dedicated to the animal husbandry service. He began as a Group 1 officer in the United Andhra Pradesh cadre, securing top rank in his batch. Over nearly 2 decades, he led significant livestock-based rural development initiatives. He served as a Director Animal Husbandry Department and as CEO of the Andhra Pradesh Livestock Development Agency, where he worked on improving productivity, animal health, and supporting the farmers. Under his able leadership as Director Animal Husbandry Andhra Pradesh, he was instrumental in pushing forward disease reporting systems. He corresponded with the Government of India regarding the National Animal Disease Reporting System NADRES units for the state. In 2007, he was inducted into Indian Administrative Service IAS under the non-SCS quota. His IAS career is marked by a wide array of roles: Collector and District Magistrate, Medchal Malkajgiri, Telangana, Collector Bhadradri Kottagudem District, where under his tenure, the district won multiple Scotch National Awards for e-governance, tribal health, and mission-driven development. Commissioner Social Welfare, Managing Director, Scheduled Caste Corporation, and Commissioner Technical Education in both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. At his retirement, Dr. M.V. Reddy sir was celebrated by district leaders and officials in Kottagudem, in the capital of the Bhadradri Kottagudem district. During his farewell, he was deeply appreciated for his public-centric governance, especially his effective handling of COVID-19 measures. The awards and recognition: he is a recipient of several state and national honors, including acclaim from the Election Commission of India and the prestigious Scotch Award. Among his peers, he is deeply respected. The Telangana Retired Veterinarians Association honors him both for his veterinary background and his public service legacy. Sportsmanship and leadership: a gifted equestrian, Dr. M.V. Reddy sir holds the distinction of winning the All India NCC Best Horse Rider Trophy in 1982. Visionary administrator: his leadership exemplifies how technical expertise in livestock and animal nutrition can be powerfully combined with governance for sustainable and inclusive development. People's servant, known for his humility and responsiveness, he prioritized grievance redressal, community health, and digital governance. It is truly our honor and privilege to welcome Dr. M.V. Reddy, IAS retired sir, as the keynote speaker for today's webinar. His life is a shining example of how scientific knowledge, compassionate leadership, and dedicated public service can come together to build stronger, more equitable communities. Namaste, sir. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your wisdom and presence today, sir. Sir, namaste, sir. Dr. Envirid, sir. Can you please start your lecture, sir?
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Radhakrishna. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir. 100%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we are
Thank
displaying
you.
your PowerPoint, sir.
Thank you so much. Radhakrishna, I have little one or two mistakes are there. I sent another refined PPT to you. Hope
Okay, sir.
it's not. It is delivered.
Yes.
First of all, I deeply, yeah, very happy to know the personality of our visionary CM Singh Saab, as I'm knowing from stalwarts here. Yeah, Rajesh ji, Jitendra ji, and Radhakrishna ji, and distinguished speakers, Ram Kumar ji, Pathak ji, and all other distinguished veterinarians who are participating in this webinar. First of all, I would like to heartily congratulate VAI for this initiative. Such initiatives are very much required to know about our own visionaries, and also to debate, and to also to have the clarity on the status of the profession and what more to be done. I'm very happy the way the VA is going on within a short period of time under the leadership of stalwarts Rajesh ji, Jitendra ji, and all others, and Dr. Radhakrishna ji. Yeah. Dr. Radhakrishna has directed me to take up this topic few days ago. I am off from the profession for a decade into the IAS. But I tried my best to compile, make ends meet, and coming up with this presentation. Bear with me for any numerical changes or any other things. This my attempt is to place before you for further refinement, for the debate, what is the role of the profession or professionals in our state or country, not only at present and in future. That is my attempt, and I will be presenting this PPT in 4 parts. One is what is Vision 2047, you all might be knowing, but let me give a glance what is vision, what is our government is visioning by 2047. That is part 1, and part 2 is what is the potential of the livestock, present and also future. And third part is what is the status of our veterinary profession or professionals. The third part. Fourth part is what is the way forward. So I request all the stalwarts to please bear with me and keep thinking on these inputs. They are not the final inputs. Some are facts available, some are extrapolated with my veterinary background. As Dr. Radhakrishna has already narrated, my profession is veterinary profession. I am a veterinary professional. I toured for a decade so to know what is in IAS cadre. But again, looking back, my profession is great. I am always very much aligned with my profession. That's such a holy profession, veterinary profession, and serving the farming community, serving the farm animals, and the great potential, great need of livestock for our country welfare. So that way, I always feel very happy to be a veterinarian. So I am here as a veterinarian in front of you. I'm retired IAS is some tagline that is used frequently. Yeah. So Radhakrishna, I think ready with presentation? Dr. Radhakrishna?
Sir, there is a small error in the playing the PDF, sir. In just a minute, we are rectifying
Otherwise,
that.
you can go ahead with previous one. I can, wherever correction is there, I can spell.
Okay, sir. In a minute, I will fix it, sir. And
No
I'll
problem, no problem,
display
no
it.
problem. Meanwhile, I will continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please go
Okay,
ahead.
sir.
Yeah. Vision 2047, you all aware that by 2047, our country will be celebrating 100th year of our independence. That's how 2047 is taken as a benchmark. So by that time, our visionaries government would like our country to be self-reliant and a developed country on par with the other developed nations. And by that time, it is targeted to achieve $30 trillion economy and self-reliant and developed nation. That is the vision. So in that four pillars, they would like to develop this nation on four pillars. One is yuva, youth. And second is Garib, the poor. A third is Mahilayam, the woman. And the fourth is Annadata, the farmers. So I just kind of word keeping these four pillars, Yugaman. Yugaman. U is for Yuva, Ga is for Garib, Ma is for Mahilayam, An is for Annadata. So for us to remember, this is the vision for our Viksit Bharat by 2047. So in this vision, our policymakers and wanted to focus on strategic thrust areas. That is, first one is good governance. The good governance, with the making the institutions democratic and with citizen participation and a transparent governance process. And sustainable development, you all know very well what is sustainable development. These are all I'm trying to refresh. And the social empowerment, already I already told that the four pillars are Yuvata, Garib, Mahila and Annadata. So social empowerment, the components. Yeah. So social empowerment, universal access to health and quality education, and a comprehensive market required skill development and employment generation. At least 70% of the women to be in economic activities they targeted, and substantially enhancing the farmers' income. That is, we say normally doubling the farmers' income, and also to have a very robust infrastructure with climate-friendly technology, innovation, and adoption. These are all the some thrust areas, main thrust areas of Viksit Bharat 2047. Then what is the role of livestock? Radhakrishna, I think it's difficult to open the PPT.
Yes, sir. It is actually in PDF format, sir. That's why it is becoming difficult, sir. PPT would be easy, but the PDF, we are having some difficulties, sir. So we are fixing it, sir. We will play at the earliest, sir. You can please continue.
I'll go ahead.
Yes,
The
sir.
role of livestock, you all stalwarts professionals, you know, but let me once again present what is the status. Among the three major sectors, services, industry, and agriculture sector, the services sector is contributing almost 55%. Industry is contributing 27%. Agriculture sector is contributing 18%. And the livestock is at national level contributing to 6%. That is almost one third of agricultural income. Some of the state it is contributing almost half or little more than half of agricultural GDP. Right. This is in terms of share of GDP. In terms of financial contribution, service sector is contributing 165 lakh crores, industry 81, agriculture 54, and crop sector is 36. The livestock is contributing. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Go to the fourth slide. Yeah, this one. This one. I think not much visible. Okay. So the livestock is contributing almost 18 lakh crores to national GDP. And in states, it differs. It differs in states like Punjab, Haryana, UP, and Rajasthan. Its share is more. And the growth rates I have indicated in greens. Service sector is growing at 7, industry 6%, agriculture 4%. Overall, crops is 2, and livestock is growing double-digit growth, 10% plus. The livestock further growth potential. I tried to next slide. Next slide, Adakshna. Yeah, I tried to project the potential of the livestock products, and the present is you're all aware, milk production million tons 248, meat production 10.5, eggs 149 billions, and share in GDP is almost one third. Growth percentage. This is the you please ignore this column. That's what I sent a refined one. Anyhow, no issue. At the present, please previous slide, please. Yeah. So middle column, please ignore. That is mistake. So the growth rate is milk production at 3.6%, and meat production is 2.46, eggs 4.44. Adding almost 50% over this growth rate, and thinking that I'm ambitious that things should be in place, budget will be better, and manpower will be in place, and all policy framework is in place. So existing growth rate, I have added 50% plus to that. With that growth rate, the potential is by 2045, next to 2 decades. Of course, we can call it 2047, by which time milk production will be 710 million tons. So compared to 248 is phenomenal. Meat production would be almost double, 21.67 million tons. And eggs will be 540. And share in GDP will be 40. It may be more. GDP of agriculture GDP, livestock sector. Right, next slide, please. So what is the role of the livestock in Viksit Bharat? How it is going to fit into? Already the framework, the 4 pillars are Yuva, Garib, Mahilayam, and Annadata, that is Yugaman. So whatever pillar you think of, the livestock fits so well. It is the foundation, it forms the foundation. Yuvata, Garib, Mahilayam, Annadata. So livestock fits so well. It will be foundation. When they say, the visionaries are saying that they are pillars, the pillars needs foundation. So the livestock forms very foundation for these 4 pillars. And we are very well aware how the livestock has been playing. Poverty elevation, the livestock is playing a great role in rural India, and Mahilayam empowerment of the women, the livestock stands in the forefront, and Yuvata. And this is the area where the entrepreneurship has to be promoted in livestock sector. And big way we have to apply our minds. Different economic models have to be worked out, and then government has to come in a big way to support linkages, inputs linkages, credit linkages, market linkages. Then the livestock can be revolutionized by entrepreneurship promotion. Another, of course, the farmers or the main, and the ownership of the livestock. Now, the majority, almost 95% of the livestock is owned by the BPL families, smallholder families, even landless laborers. So that's way the significance of livestock in Vikasit Bharat. You can understand the what great role livestock is going to play. Yeah. Next slide. But what is the status? Of course, we all know how veterinary profession has been contributing for livestock development. Uh, but when we introspect the whether we are geared up to take up the agenda of Vikasit Bharat 247 as far as livestock is concerned. Now, VCI, the stalwarts have already presented. Uh, According to the VCI veterinarian registration, council registration, 87,000 veterinarians are registered according to the records available. Bear with me, maybe the figure is a little that side, this side. But whereas the requirement is projected to be 120,000 veterinarians requirement, basing on the, our National Commission on Agriculture has projected long back a veterinarian for 5,000 not cattle units. One veterinarian required for 5,000, keeping those situation, those livestock profile, those non-descriptive stock at that point of time, which needs to be to be examined again and revised the standard, the requirement of standard for veterinarians. Yeah. Now the livestock value has gone up, and then the productivity has gone up, and then the situation, I think now the livestock do not come to the veterinarian. Veterinarian has to go to the livestock, or the field situation is different. So we need to revise those standards, the veterinarian. So looking at the requirements at FAO and OIE and other national different states following, and it is projected to be 120,000. There's a gap of almost, say, roughly 40,000. So almost one third deficiency is there. Even the 87,000 veterinarians are registered. How many of them are active or practicing, retired like me, and migrated, shifted, expired. So that deductions have to be again here we have to consider here. And public sector, government sector at different states and national level, almost 25% of the vacancies, sanctioned posts are vacant, always vacant. And I'm happy to note that a few days ago, minimum standards from Veterinary Council of India, Government of India is out. And there, if we apply those standards, the requirement of veterinarians will be more. And maybe in field level, it may be around 50% vacancies may be there, requirement may be there. So that way the requirement may further increase. And some of the stalwarts here may get surprised. We see it appears a few months ago or a few years ago has informed that the veterinarians are already in surplus. So keeping these considerations, I don't think there is no surplus, and increasing demand is there. And keeping view the present scenario, we have not considered the future scenario, Vikasit Bharat requirements. And even these veterinarians, 87,000 so-called registered veterinarians, distribution is very much skewed. In rural areas, veterinarians are very less for various reasons. Presence is very less. In urban areas, they are concentrated, and sector also they are focusing more in pet care or the dairy or something like that, and skill also mismatches. And there is no, according to my understanding, there is no market study. What will be the specialty requirements, not only present and also for the future, especially keeping the Vikasit Bharat in view, what will be the specialty requirements? How many, specialists in dairy, poultry, or pets, or feed, or research, or whatever it is? How many are required? What are the skills requirement depending upon the market demands? Though such a study is required, then only we'll come to know how many, further manpower and in which areas they are required. And also, while Ram Kumar Sir has presented, the veterinary standards are there, but the market is changing. A national market or global market is changing. Whether we are producing the veterinarians, in line with the market demand. So not only the professional skills, but also the market demand skills. What are those skills and vision? We are, I know, we are very much experts in our profession, but the livestock development as a whole, the vision has to be there in every veterinarian. Yeah, next slide, please. Next slide, Radhakrishna. Am I audible? Radhakrishna, next slide. Am I audible, Radhakrishna?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Audible.
Yeah. So then, what is the way forward? Having looked at what is Viksit Bharat, and then what is the status of our profession, and then what is the way forward? No, I earlier webinars also I've been voicing that there has to be tremendous consciousness development among the stakeholders. And stakeholders, we know main stakeholders are the farmers, the government, and the veterinarians, and others are so input suppliers, industry, that and this. But the consciousness has to be there in farmers, government, and veterinarians, main stakeholders. How many of veterinarians are conscious, are aware about the vision on this livestock development, what role it is playing, and what role it is going to play, especially in Vikasit Bharat? This not only we have to develop this consciousness, but also we have to develop in government, where most important. And many of veterinarians are patronized, liked by the policymakers. We are close to policymakers, but we as a team, like professional bodies, like through bodies like VAI, we have to bring this consciousness among the government. But first of all, we need to have the clarity on different aspects among ourselves before going to the government. And this is the time when government is thinking big about Vikasit Bharat. This is the time the impress upon what is the role of the livestock in Vikasit Bharat. Then the workforce planning, already I voiced in earlier slide that the human resource developments demand. What is the demand? And not only present and in future. We need to assess the demand, not only veterinary professionals, also supporting staff, also supporting teams, we need to assess, and in order to project to the government. Then the sector potential analysis, already I talked, and the policy reforms, having understood having noted the role of livestock it is playing and it is going to play in Vikasit Bharat. Many policy reforms are required on education front, practice front, and minimum standards and regulations. Yeah, and also new institutions have to be formed. They may be research institutions and field institutions according to the minimum standards. And the budget also, it need not be messy of policymakers, and it has to be the share of national budget. So much share has to be allocated every time such a policy has to be there. Maybe new colleges required and more seats in certain specializations or certain colleges required. And the role clarity of veterinarian emerging market, what is the role? Not only, of course, specialists will continue to do their specialized job, but as a livestock developers and what kind of role clarity accordingly they have to be produced in the colleges, and the veterinarians have to be refreshed, and the vision then the skill development has to be made, and orientation mid career orientation have to be conducted to veterinarians. And this is entrepreneurship promotion is most important. This is somehow from college time. This aspect is not much oriented. We have to explore what are the keeping in view the present status and also the huge potential of livestock. Keeping in view the Vikasit Bharat, what are the various entrepreneurship opportunities available? So we need to work out the various models, not only those dairy model, poultry model, sheep model, but various other models, like maybe feed model, fodder models, and then various other models have to be worked out. Maybe like, the Veterinary Council of India or the Veterinary Association and this active VAI, how to, constitute a working groups on different such topics, and then come up with various entrepreneurship models, and then these models have to be presented to the government, and there we have to impress upon them not only those entrepreneurship models with the startups have to be promoted, and all support environment have to be facilitated by the government. Um, of course, this is another suggestion I'm making, that various stalwarts are there, senior stalwarts are available, not leaving them, their experience and their vision have to be utilized in visioning the livestock role for 407. 47. The various stalwarts are there. Their expertise can be utilized. I think over, Radhakrishna. Next slide. Over, I think. Yeah. Right. This is what my thoughts I placed in front of you. They are not very exhaustive, but as for the directions of Dr. Radhakrishna, Rajesh ji, and I try to place my thoughts in front of you. I think we need to further debate, refine, and come up with, and at various levels, at state government levels, at national level, we have to impress upon the policymakers, having debated, developed the vision, developed the models. We need to impress upon. This is most required as a I started my career as a field veterinary doctor, not as a group 1 officer as my biodata is presented now. I started as a veterinary doctor. I served at grassroots level for almost 3 years, and then got into recruitment through PSC. Then it's a pleasant journey for me, right from VAS to IAS, veterinary assistant surgeons to IAS. And after all, the kind of passion I developed in the veterinary profession, the kind of developments I brought as director of Animal Husbandry United Andhra Pradesh, as CEO of Andhra Pradesh Livestock Development Agency, many initiatives and very rich experiences, disease control and pre-development and feed development, and rich experiences. And I feel that with this kind of clarity, vision, we have a long way to go, especially in 2047 is an best opportunity for us. We have to, at the earliest, we need to, from across the country, all the veterinarians, and then by debating in such webinars or personal meetings, or we need to come up with the what are the recommendations to the government to be included in 2047 vision. So with this, thank you so much for bearing with me and then for giving this wonderful opportunity to be with you all today on this great day, with respects to the soul of Dr. C.M. Singh Saab, and hope his Atma, soul, will be looking down from heaven, that he will be feeling very happy, that cherishing his personality, his contributions, valuable contributions. And as true followers of him, we are doing this, and with great respect to the soul. And once again, thank Rajesh ji, Jitendra ji, Radhakrishna ji for this great initiative on this day. Entire my service, 2.5 decades of my service in veterinary profession, this kind of like a meet or webinar on CM Singh Saab. CM Singh Saab also, I have been referring about CM Singh Saab, such a great personality. So we have veterinary associations, so many associations, but during my journey from VAS to head of the department and further afterwards, I have not heard such initiatives on such great personalities. Great initiative, and keep going. Thank you so much. Thank you all for patient listening. Thank you.
Great, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the excellent presentation. Sir, administrative viewpoint is totally different from the professional viewpoint. Definitely, the policy maker will have a broader view, sir. Definitely, your guidance will take into our policy making on behalf of the VA, sir. Sir, your description of the Yugaman concept of the Viksit Bharat 2047, the strategies that you are suggesting are excellent, sir. And this particular slide we are still displaying, sir, the thank you slide that you have put in your PowerPoint. Sir, this is from Vidarbha, one of the farmers. This photograph has won the international photography trophy also. So these cattle are saying that don't commit suicide, we'll work hard more and don't leave us. So this is a very heart-touching photograph and very heart-touching movement. Sir, as veterinarians, we are the backbone of the country, which is the farmers community. So we must be really proud of all the veterinarians who are especially in the field, are the faculty who are training the field veterinarians, the students who are about to become the veterinarians in the future. All of us must be really proud of the being as a veterinarian, sir, especially the retired veterinarians who have contributed immensely to the livestock sector in India. Sir, this particular slide reminds our duty to be more professional, more committed, determined to support the farmers community and to support the GDP of our ever-growing economy of India, which is about to lead the world in future, sir. Definitely, sir, your every slide is highly informative. And thank you very much, sir. And thank you on behalf of Veterinary Association of India, sir. So,
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
sir, with permission of Dr. Rajesh sir and Dr. Jitendra sir, now we will move on to the next lecture of the day, Dr. Kemel Pathak sir's lecture. Sir, are you Dr. Rathore sir, Kalal sir? Can you please introduce Dr. Kemel Pathak sir? Dr. Colonel A.K. S. Rathore sir, are you in the meeting?
सर अनम्यूट कीजिए सर कर्नल सर
Yes, okay, am I audible?
Audible,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, put the video on, sir. Yes.
Video is on. Hope it is visible.
Yes.
yes sir.
Okay. A very good morning to all distinguished guests, respected senior colleagues, fellow veterinarians and participants joining us from all across the country. At the outset, I extend my heartiest appreciation to the Veterinary Association of India for doing such a wonderful job, especially the president and the dynamic convener and our most hardworking secretary. Their vision, leadership, and commitment to the profession continues to inspire everyone. And I hope this keeps on improving with every day. And today I have the special honor and privilege of introducing a visionary who actually doesn't need any introduction, Dr. Kemel Pathak sir. His name itself commands respect, admiration, and pride. And yet, since I have been entrusted with this responsibility, it becomes my duty and honor to briefly present before you the towering contribution of Dr. Pathak sir. He is one of India's most distinguished veterinary scientists, research administrator, and academic leader. And as a keynote speaker of Veterinary Association of India Webinar 4, Professor Pathak's academic journey laid a strong foundation for his remarkable career. He obtained his BVSc and AH from the College of Veterinary Science, GBPUAT, Pantnagar, followed by MVSc and PhD in veterinary parasitology from Pantnagar itself, and completed a prestigious postdoc fellowship in the United Kingdom, shaping him into a globally oriented scientist with deep expertise in parasitic diseases and animal health. And I'm also fortunate to be an alumni of Pantnagar. I did my PhD from there. With a career spanning more than 4 decades, Professor Pathak has made outstanding contributions to veterinary parasitology, animal health management, and livestock research. As Deputy Director General Animal Sciences, ICR, he led and supervised, coordinated India's national research program in animal health, breeding, nutrition, biotechnology, and livestock improvement, profoundly influencing India's animal science ecosystem. He has also served in several distinguished leadership roles, including Director Research, VAH at Rajasthan Agriculture University, Bikaner, Director ICR and RC on Gamble, Bikaner, Vice Chancellor of Duasu, Mathura, Deputy Director General Animal Sciences at ICR. So a prolific researcher, Professor Pathak sir has authored and co-authored more than 200 scientific papers, 7 books and 4 chapters, and technical reports covering parasitic diseases, epidemiology, diagnostics, and sustainable animal health management. His stellar contributions have earned him several prestigious recognitions, including the ICR Award and Fellowship in premier academies such as NAVS, NAAS, IAAVR, UPAAS, and IAAVP. Professor Pathak sir is widely respected for modernizing India's veterinary research framework, promoting One Health, championing integrated animal health management, and mentoring the generations of veterinary scientists, scholars, and administrators. Today, we are privileged to have him share his wisdom, experience, and vision with us. So please join us in warmly welcoming Honorable Professor Dr. Kemel Pathak sir as a keynote speaker for WHY Webinar 4. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Kemel Pathak sir, can you please start we are displaying your slides.
Thank you, Colonel Rathod, for introducing me. Dr. Rama Kumar Ji, the former Secretary VCI, Dr. M.V. Reddy Ji, the President of Veterinary Association of India, Dr. Jitendra, Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Dr. Vandana, Colonel Rathod, and distinguished veterinarians present in the webinar. Good morning to each one of you, and wish you all a happy Veterinary Doctors Day today. You all know that the Veterinary Association of India, I want to congratulate you, Veterinary Association of India, for your very good initiative. As very well said by my previous speakers, I also join them to congratulate President, Convener, and Secretary for this new initiative. And I hope and I believe that such webinars definitely help in understanding the subject, in understanding the profession. But the most important is that our young veterinarians, they also know many things which they don't know because they don't interact directly or indirectly many times. So thank you very much again, and thank you Veterinary Association of India for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share my views during this webinar. And really, I have enjoyed the two speakers, Dr. Rama Kumar Ji, very senior person who worked with Dr. C.M. Singh Ji, whose birth anniversary of Dr. C.M. Singh, today we are tributing his birth anniversary. And Dr. Ram Kumar is one of that person who has worked very closely with Dr. C.M. Singh Ji. His visionary speech educated me also. So my congratulations and regards to Dr. Ram Kumar Ji. Dr. M.V. Reddy, I know you don't, I know you, but we have never met face to face. But I know your contribution, and we feel proud that you, being a veterinarian who started, you rightly said, that you started your career from VS to IS. This is wonderful achievement. Are you hearing all? You are hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Or-
Clearly audible and visible also.
Okay, okay. So this is really a wonderful achievement, Dr. M.V. Reddy ji, that from VS to IS journey. And you gave a very good talk on the role of livestock or veterinarian in Viksit Bharat. And during my presentation, I will also take help of your presentation because some of my points, they are common to your presentation also. So may I have a first slide, please?
Sir, do you
Dr.
want
Ravi-
me to first slide or you?
Move next.
Okay.
So as I said that what are the innovations in animal health or animal education or livestock sector? What are the current challenges? What are the future prospects? So I will touch some points and I will share some data with you. And though Dr. Reddy ji also shared very good data, and maybe I may be repeating some of the data, but because of my topic, they are related. So as you see this slide, India today, we have 18% of the world human population live in India. And we have 19% of the world livestock population. So equal population, both human as well as livestock population, somehow equal. We have 4% of the world's water. We have 2.4% of world's area also. And we are second largest agricultural land in the world. We have 159 million hectares cultivated and 68 million hectare net irrigated land. And we have 55% to 65% of the population are livelihood in agriculture. So this is the particular thing which is very important for developing a vision or goal for Viksit Bharat 47 and 18.2% contribution in national GDP. Next, please. Next slide. Now, so this is the general scenario of population and land and water and other things. Now, what is the scenario in Indian livestock sector today? We are very lucky, we are fortunate that since beginning, or if we talk about the Vedic area, or since civilization started, the livestock has been a backbone of Indian rural economy, always, not today, but always it has been a backbone of Indian rural economy. And farming community is the spinal cord of our rural economy. The agriculture system is the world's most diversified and complex system due to great variation in agroclimatic region. When I say this statement, so India is the only country in the world. Friends, you agree with me that India is the only country in the world where we get different type of the agroclimatic zone. And in different agroclimatic regions and in, we call agroclimatic regions, we have different type of the livestock. We have different type of the crop system. So it depends on the how that area has that agroclimatic regions. Our livestock population, whether it is buffalo, whether cattle, sheep, goat, they all, their breeding tract are in different agroclimatic zones. And animal husbandry, as I said, most important integral part of Indian agriculture system. Very well narrated by Dr. Reddy ji, that in Indian, for Viksit Bharat, this animal husbandry sector will definitely have a very great potential. And role of the livestock is very much important. So, and the livestock, it play ATM role or living bank. And the last slide, thanks slide, which shown by Dr. Reddy and commented by Dr. Radhakrishnan, that is a really very important slide, last slide, that the livestock, the animal is saying to the farmer that don't do suicide. Means the livestock is a source of income, is a source of, or it is just like an ATM or a living bank. So that's why it works as an insurance against natural calamities and crop failure. And that is the reason when the crop failure, everything failure, agriculture failure, but our animals, they remain the source of our farmers. And livestock sector, that's why it is a powerful economic engine in regulating Indian economy and livelihood of rural and fast growing semi-urban population. Nowadays, you are seeing the new scenario has changing. If you go to the big cities, I give one example of Madhya Pradesh in Jabalpur. If you go to the Jabalpur area, you will find a large number of the buffalo population is coming around the Jabalpur city. So this type of the change is taking place in the livestock population, settling down livestock population as well as the human population. Next, please. The population explosion. Now the population explosion, we all agree that the human population is increasing. So that's why the demand is also increasing. And in this scenario, when human population is increasing in every country, the livestock sector shows huge potential, whether in the growth, whether it is in the investment, income and sustainability. And sustainability is the most important part where livestock sector is playing important role. Livestock is viable and exhibiting to promise for rising in the income of farmers due to increase in the requirement of animal protein. Now, after unfortunate scene of COVID in 2021, the demand of the demand of the animal protein has also increased. Or the human population, everybody, whether it is a young person, whether an old person, whether it is a poor or a rich person, Everybody is concerned for his health. Everybody wants that we should have a good immunity. And in that good immunity, to develop the good immunity, the animal protein, particularly from the milk, from the egg, from the meat, is increasing day by day. The growth of the agriculture sector and the income from not up to the mark. And we have, though I never compare or never criticize our agriculture sector, but definitely when we compare the contribution of the livestock sector or fishery sector, then we have to data wise, we have to compare the both contribution. And we are observing that the growth of the agriculture sector is steady only. It is in a decline mode. And its contribution in GDP is decline mode, while the contribution of livestock is in the increase mode. So livestock sector has sustainable increase share in GDP and also shown further potential of acceleration, particularly for growth of the rural economy. Today is a Sunday. Just 1 hour before, we have heard our Honorable Prime Minister, and I give you one example, the importance of the livestock sector, that his speech, Man Ki Baat, on Sunday, when in every month he gives Man Ki Baat or share his views with the public. You see, and you observe that his Man Ki Baat is never completed without mentioning the role of the livestock. In every talk, he talks about the role of the livestock for the welfare, for the livelihood, for the nutrient security of our people, or particularly of the rural people, and particularly the three things mentioned by Dr. Reddy, that youth, then G and M and youth, Garib, Mahila, and Annadata. So all these three, Y, G, M, A, they all are related with the livestock. In all these, youth is also is involved in the livestock production. Garib is also involved in the livestock production. Mahila, we all know that woman empowerment, if you want to give any good example, what is the good example of woman empowerment? That is through the livestock sector. And Annadata. Annadata doesn't mean that only the farmer who is growing grain. The farmer who is producing milk, the farmer who is producing egg, he's also Annadata. So all these four pillars, who are the pillars of the Viksit Bharat 1947, 2007, they are all related, or they are all around the livestock and poultry sector. Next, please. Now, the scenario, again, though maybe a repetition from the slide of Dr. Reddy's, but again, I want to emphasize that we have the largest livestock sector in the world, more than 535 million. First, in respect of buffalo, we are having world buffalo population around 57%. We are first in cattle and second in goat population, third in sheep, fourth in ducks, fifth in chicken, and sixth in camel population in the world. So these are our strength for livestock sector. Next, please. Now, better lives through livestock. I always mention this slogan that if we want to live better life, then it is always through the livestock. Again, comparison to the agriculture contributes 17.76% in India's GDP, while the livestock sector, it is more than 28%. Dairy, poultry, and aquaculture contribute around 6% of the national GDP. And this 6% is steady, it is not declining. Livestock sector provide employment to over 80 million households, huge potential for self-employment and food security. Nowadays, we are concerned for the Gen Z. Now this new term has come. So for Gen Z, livestock has a potential for providing employment to the Gen Z. Huge potential for self-employment and food security, I mentioned. Then important source of income for smallholders. landless and underprivileged communities. In rural areas, you see that the land is now shrinking or dividing in the family. So in that scenario, livestock is playing important role. Then livestock, a renewable source of 76% of the total worker in the livestock are women, as I just mentioned, and compared to 37% in crop system. So the role of the woman or role of the mahila or the woman farmer is more in the livestock sector. And low rainfall affected area in agriculture negativity, as shown in the thanks slide. Again, it is the same statement for that. Next, please. Now, this is again the scenario just I mentioned, and it is in the tabular form that how much production we have: milk production 247.8, poultry, meat, egg production. Hello? Hello? Hello?
सर आवाज आ रही है? ठीक है सर.
Go ahead, sir. I muted that.
So we are world ranking. If we compare then milk production, we are number one, and we are number one for the last 12 years. And here I always mentioned that this ranking is only and only due to the veterinarians. This is the hard work of the veterinarians or of our country. This is the hard work of the people coming from the nutrition or LPM and breeding sector and health sector. All the veterinarians working in the field, or all the researchers working in the institute. This scenario is we are for the last 12 years, we are number one in milk production. Then in poultry meat, we are fifth, and in the egg production, we are second. So this, the contribution which you are seeing in this slide, the credit goes to the great veterinarians of our country. And today is the Veterinary Doctors Day. So I salute all the veterinarians, present veterinarians, and our forefather veterinarians who has left a good legacy in our system, so that today we are enjoying this much of production. So livestock provide livelihood around 20 million. I already said. Next slide, please. Now, Dr. Reddy also mentioned one thing, that is entrepreneur. So this sector is going to revolutionize the entrepreneurship. So the entrepreneur, they are coming up in this sector. So this is having a huge potential here. Now, so this is general scenario, what strength we have in the livestock sector. Now, what are the important challenges? Now, people say that, people mention about the livestock sector that our indigenous cattle or indigenous animals, they have the low productivity as compared to other countries. So this is also yes, this is a big challenge for us. And for every poor prolonged time, livestock sector, the reason is that if you look, when we were a student at veterinary college, Dr. Rama Kumar and Dr. M.B. Reddy, you agree, because in your time and in my time, the livestock sector was, and this is the reality. Dr. M.B. Reddy, you have been in the administration also. This is the reality that for the long time, this sector has been a low priority in 5-year plan. I used to attend many meetings along with my colleagues from the agriculture sector. And when the meeting started, they started with the agriculture people. And the last speaker used to be from the veterinary side. So that was the low priority by the government, and low priority in the budget allocation also. That's why, and the budget was so disproportionately lesser than the contribution to the agriculture GDP. At that time, they were ignoring the contribution of the livestock sector, and the budget was, and same thing was the animal husbandry department. People posted in the animal husbandry department, they thought that they have been posted in a very low grade department. So that was the reality of that time. And at that time, the milk yield of the indigenous cattle was 1,777 kg per animal, 50% of the global average. Now, the major challenge today again is still FMD. Though FMD program is going on, thanks to the government, thanks to the Modi ji government, that in the first meeting of the cabinet, the largest budget in the history of independent India, the largest budget was allotted for the disease control program, Nation Disease Control Program, where FMD, brucellosis, and PPR has been covered. But I still, friends, you agree with me that FMD is still a big problem. Brucellosis is a problem. LSD for the last 2 years, and you have all seen that large number of the cattle in Maharashtra and Rajasthan died due to the LSD. PPR in goat is again a problem. Tuberculosis, we usually ignore this, but it is again a big problem, is a big challenge. And that's why the government has, all the center as well as the state government, they are giving importance to the livestock health. And they think, and the policymakers, they have taken this on the top that if the health of the animal is good, then definitely production will be good. Then you all know that Green Revolution, when in 1970s, Brown Revolution and White Revolution, these two revolutions took place. And in the Green Revolution, dung was replaced by the chemical fertilizers. And Green Revolution was the requirement of our country. We were in the need of the grains, and we were looking to the other countries. And so that was the requirement, and we thank our scientists, particularly Bharat Ratna M.S. Swaminathan ji, who is considered as the father of the Green Revolution. And he introduced so many technologies and many varieties of grains, so that today we are self-sufficient. White Revolution also took place at that time, but during the White Revolution, what we tried to do, what we did in the Green Revolution. That is, our priority was to produce more and more. And that was the reason our own breeds, indigenous breeds, they were ignored. And that mistake, I am a veterinarian, and I fully agree that that was a indiscriminate breeding policy took place, and introduction of the exotic cattle breed and crossbreed to our native breed destroyed our own germplasm. So that was the reason also, and that is a big challenge. But nowadays, this present government and all the state government, they are taking this as a challenge, and they are trying to again strengthen our own breeds. Now, all these challenges, the last few years gained increased significance. Next, please. In every policymaker has understood that the livestock sector is the main engine of the growth, and that's why now it is not on the last priority. Now, in some state, livestock sector has become a #1 priority for development. Now, another challenge was in the education. Before independence, you all agree that there were few veterinary colleges. One was as Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, and Patna. And at that time, only two national institutes were there, IVRI for animal health and NDRI for animal production. So these two national institutes were there, and no species-based institute. You are seeing like today, Camel Institute, Goat Institute, Sheep Institute, Mithun Institute, Yak Institute. So all these institutes were not there before independence. But after independence and after, we can say, around 70s, species-based institute came. Then the number of the, Dr. Reddy also mentioned the requirement or the need of the human resource management, need of human resources. So veterinary hospitals were not adequate, not equipped, and poor infrastructure. When I passed out in 1977 from Pantnagar, and I give my own example. I was posted in Jaunpur, and when I went there to join. I was very shaky to see the hospital building. So, but nowadays this scenario is changing, and there was no national program for animal disease control except Rinderpest. So Rinderpest, again, the credit goes to, we are now free from the Rinderpest, and this Rinderpest free India is due to only the veterinarians. So no other program was there. Next, please. Now, scenario changed after post-independence. We are not saying that the changes or revolution is being taken in the last 5 years, but after post-independence, some changes started taking place. That is during 1960s, 70s, green and white revolution, as I mentioned, that started to happen. livestock source of the drought power decrease. Unfortunately, after Green Revolution, the livestock as a source of draft animal decrease, dung manure replaced by chemical fertilizer, and the tractorization. Tractorization has also damaged livestock need. For example, the bullock they were used for the in the agriculture, they were replaced by the tractors. India became #1 milk producer in the milk after these two revolutions, white revolution and milk revolution. However, per animal productivity affected negatively. That remained the low at that time. Then indiscriminate crossbreeding. As I earlier mentioned that during the white revolution, indiscriminate crossbreeding took place, and our own pure germ plasm that was diluted with the exotic breeds. And the importance and demand of livestock as a source of quality food increased. After independence, and particularly as I mentioned earlier, after COVID, people have realized that the source of quality of food or the food from milk as a health booster has increased. Now, but to meet this requirement, to meet the requirement demand of the population is increasing, and the demand of the livestock products is increasing. So what to do? What to do to meet the demand or increasing demand, and what to do to make the Viksit Bharat? What will be the role of the livestock sector or veterinarian in the Viksit Bharat? What we need? Infrastructure, we need trained manpower, availability. Next, please. So for this scenario, looking to the challenges and the requirement and demand, increasing demand, how to strengthen the livestock sector. So first is that to strengthen the infrastructure, hospitals. Infrastructure is really, if you go to some remote areas, still the hospital infrastructure is in very bad shape. So they need strengthening. Agriculture university and veterinary colleges, I mentioned that after 1970, the agriculture universities were established and veterinary college was made the constituent part of that, our agriculture universities. So now they were started in 1960. If you go to these old colleges, you will see that the hostels, you see the hospitals, you see the departmental buildings, still they are in very bad shape. So they need strengthening. So we need some funds to strengthen these requirements. Now, specific research institutes were established. This is a good scenario, or this was made to strengthen livestock sector. And nowadays, under Animal Science Division, we have 19 institutes. Now, after this separate veterinary and animal science universities, this is again another scenario that new veterinary and animal science university, they were established, and veterinary council of, as mentioned by Dr. Rama Kumarji, and I again congratulate Dr. Rama Kumarji for establishing Veterinary Council of India and Veterinary Act 1984 for quality education. And in that, the role of Dr. C.M. Singh, the doyen of our profession, will always be there. 4-year course when we were a student at that time. Nowadays, it is 5.5-year course. Today, we have 16 veterinary animal science universities and 84 veterinary colleges. Out of them, government 63 colleges and private 21 colleges, and total admissions are nowadays 6,534. So this strengthening of the livestock sector is changing the role of the livestock sector. Next, please. Yes. Now, what is the scenario in animal health industry? Now, as animal health industry growth, it is tremendous. The last 12 years, contribution and development of the indigenous diagnostic. Earlier, we used to import the diagnostic kits. Nowadays, in the animal health sector, our growth of the animal health sector, we are producing our own indigenous diagnostic kit. We are sufficient in the vaccine production and medicine production. And there have been a paradigm shift in the business approach. Earlier, the animal health industry was in the hands of some companies, but now there has been a paradigm shift in the business approach also. And today we have nearly 50 major companies involved in development and marketing of veterinary drugs, pesticides, feed additives, pharmaceuticals, and biologicals. And another good thing has happened nowadays, that is there is a linkage and coordination between institute and animal health industries. Earlier, the academia and industry people, they were not sitting on one table. But you agree with me that the good scenario has been changed now, that there have been a linkages. There are many programs, common programs where the people from R&D, the people from the animal health industry, people from the academia, they sit together and they decide or they make the policy for innovations in animal health. So this we say that this is a growth in animal health industry. Next, please. Now, new initiative in animal husbandry after 2014. Proper place for livestock sector in priority of national planning. If you go to the planning website, Planning Commission website, now they gave proper place for the livestock. And in 2019, a good and the thing happened that a separate Ministry of Animal Husbandry, Dairying and Fisheries was created, and it is working. National Animal Disease Control Program was started, more strengthened. Earlier it was there, but not with that much budget allocation. National Animal Disease Reporting System has been started. Highest budget allocation, as I mentioned you, that in the first cabinet meeting by the central government, the rupees 13,343 crore higher budget after independence, first time. So this was for the National Animal Disease Reporting System. Launching of One Health with multi-sectorial approach, again a very good program for enhancing the livestock productivity or enhancing the growth of the livestock sector. That earlier the One Health program was seen as a program of the medical people, but nowadays the role of the veterinarian is very much there in One Health program, and most of the veterinarians, they are involved in One Health program. Mobile veterinary units and call center, they have been started. Sex sorted technology, embryo transfer technology. These are the new technologies to give the boost to this economy of our rural economy through the livestock. Integrated livestock production system. When we were a student at that time, this was not there. But nowadays we have a separate, ICR has a separate institute on integrated livestock production system. And most of the species-based institute, they have developed a model for integrated livestock production. The overall aim of this integrated livestock production system, how to make the farmer happy and healthy, the rich. Then livestock entrepreneurship. Nowadays, large number of the entrepreneurs, they are coming in the livestock sector, and it has totally revolutionized the sector. Value-added products. Earlier, people used to only sell milk. Nowadays everybody is interested in value-added products. Next, please. Major challenges. I just mentioned few challenges, but still major challenges are climate change. Climate change or climate resilience livestock production system, it is a major change. When we were student, Dr. Ram Kumar ji, Dr. Reddy ji, you agree with me that when we used to read climate change, we never thought that climate change will become a reality. But nowadays, today, it is a reality. Everybody is talking real climate change, and everybody is feeling that there is a climate change. And as the climate change has the effect on the human health, the same way the climate change has the effect on the animal health. So we have to climate regional livestock production system. We have to concentrate. Large number of the production institute like NDRI, NINP, many institutes, they are working on climate resilient livestock production system. Animal health, highly vulnerable. Emergence of new zoonotic diseases is again a big challenge every 1 or 2 years. Then another is the antimicrobial resistance. It is a big challenge, major challenge. And I'm happy to see that larger of the veterinarians, they are working on AMR and how to mitigate AMR and how to mitigate the climate resilience. Then diversion of the feed and fodder ingredients for industrial use also. This is a new major challenge. And the feed and fodder which was available for our livestock and for a human being, now it is being used in the industry use. So we have to think over it. Then higher cost of feed and fodder, again 70% cost of the livestock or animal husbandry, it comes from the feed. Then quality education. Dr. Ram Kumar ji, you mentioned about the what are the changes have been made earlier. The UG was in the with the ICR. Now it is VCI, and with the I think so VCI also. And I am happy that the VCI is doing wonderful for the providing quality education in our and to regulate the quality education, quality human resources, and quality services. Quality services is very important, and this is again a challenge that in the particular areas in the northeast area and travel areas the availability of the persons are not there, the veterinarians, para-veterinarians. But we nowadays, large number of the veterinary colleges are being open in all state, private sector. Good scenario that private sector is coming in the sector, but we have to see that the quality of education should not be diluted, whether it is a veterinary colleges or in a para-vet college. Next, please. So after this, giving you this some thing about what are the challenges, nature scenario, requirement, all these thing, and this we have to think on the day. That is on the veterinary doctors day today. That it means today we have to think over the role of the veterinarian, what is the livestock sector, how much it is contributing. So by giving this my thought, by sharing my thought with all of you, I can conclude that it is now clear that animal husbandry sector is more than agriculture's counterpart. It's a growth, it's a role, its involvement, its contribution is more. There is no doubt on that. And the contribution of the livestock upward trend as compared to crop. So this is pointing toward a paradigm shift that the animal health and productivity are no more an allied component. I gave this earlier when we were a student. Most of us were a student. We used to read that the animal husbandry is the allied sector of the agriculture. No, I don't agree now. You will also agree with me that now animal husbandry or livestock sector is no more allied sector, but it is a main driver of the growth of the rural economy, and it is visible if we compare the GDP contribution. Livestock not more merely a production system. People say that livestock is a production system. No, it is a backbone of the Indian economy and the vital driver of the national growth. And to make it sustainable, to make it growing in the growing pattern, we need modern and effective innovations like molecular technologies, and interventions will make the Indian livestock health more viable and sustainable in ensuring food security. So this is the conclusion of my thoughts, which I just shared with you. Last slide, please. So thank you very much. You look the happy camel means they all are thanking to the government for the policies and for the more funds and for revolutionizing the livestock sector. Thank you very much. And again, I want to thank Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh, Dr. Jiten ji, Dr. Radhakrishnan ji for giving me this opportunity, and Colonel Rathore very nicely narrating my contribution. And thank you very much. Thank you all.
Excellent, sir. Thank you, sir, for the great speech, great lecture, sir. And as a director NRC, definitely this thank you slide of yours reflects how much of the affection you have for the profession, sir. And your thought-provoking slides are also highly informative, sir. Especially that you are emphasizing that the animal husbandry sector, the livestock sector is the vital driver for the GDP, major contributor for GDP, not an allied sector for agriculture anymore. And the existing government is focusing much on the animal husbandry sector. So the veterinarian's role also will increase. Sir, the challenges and the strategies to meet the challenges you have described well, sir. Another important aspect is, sir, so, sir, on behalf of Veterinary Association of India, actually we have discussed this many times, and I request and remind and request our beloved Dr. Rajesh sir, who is the national convener, and Dr. Jitendra sir also, and with agreement of the other life members, sir, one Honorable Dr. M.V. Reddy sir, IAS sir, is already a advisor of the National Council of the Veterinary Association of India. Similarly, we want to have the honor to have Dr. Ramakumar sir and Dr. Pathak sir also to be on the advisory board, sir. That will be a big honor and big boost for the Veterinary Association of India. So in the end, as Dr. Rajesh sir will be presenting his vote of thanks, he may propose that, sir. So this is my request for Dr. Rajesh sir, Jitendra sir, and all the VA life members.
सर ये हम लोग का ऑनर होगा सर कि हमारे ये दोनों स्टालवार्ड जो कि प्रेरणा स्रोत है पूरे वेटनरी फ्रेटर्निटी के लिए, नॉट ओनली इंडिया बट जो भी बाहर के भी देश विदेश के भी हैं, तो सर के जो अनुभवों का सभी हम प्रेरणा स्रोत हैं। हम चाहेंगे कि इनके सानिध्य में काम करें और सर का मार्गदर्शन प्राप्त हो, तो ये सर से ये होगा। और जहां तक सर
Dr. Gurunathan sir will give the thanks to on behalf of the members. He will give the thanks, and there will be a small question and answer and discussion for like 10-15 minutes. Then we'll you can present the vote of thanks. I'll now request Dr. Gurunathan sir, who is the assistant professor from Puducherry, to kindly
so much,
present the
sir.
vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. So, on behalf of the Veterinary Association of India and the organizing committee, I would like to thank Dr. Pathak sir for sharing a wonderful lecture on the animal health. So, thank you once again, sir. It was innovative and how that veterinarians can really contribute to the sector. So, it was very, very clear, sir. Thank you so much. And I would also like to thank all the speakers of today for sharing their knowledge to all the young veterinary professionals and all the VA members. So once again, thank you all for joining the webinar. Thank you so much.
Great, sir. Thank you, sir. Dr. Gurunathan, sir, for your thank you note. Sir, now I request Dr. Vandana Bhagat ma'am to kindly initiate the question and answer sessions. We don't see a lot of questions in the chat box, but if any participant or the speaker or whoever has questions, you can post to the dignitaries here. So I will have this session for at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we'll take advice of Dr. Rajesh sir. Sir, can anyone sir, please post or speak out your questions, sir?
May MV Reddy, Dr. Krishna.
Sir.
Yeah. Pathakji's presentation is so soul searching. Look back my days as a veterinarian. Even now, I strongly feel that the required focus is not given to livestock sector at state level or national level. Our Prime Minister Man Ki Baat is not reaching the CMs of the states or chief secretaries of the states or the animal husbandry ministers of the state. This sector, my feeling is that the animal husbandry minister or animal husbandry secretary at state level, they feel that they are given a low priority, hence they are posted to these sectors. So such kind of people are posted and preferred as ministers. No vision, no serious thought of these people, and many CMs of the states also not having the time or the proper understanding on the role of the livestock. So at this juncture, what shall we do? Are we, not able to penetrate? And what shall we do? On this Veterinary Doctors Day, we have been struggling. We have been contributing so much to the sector, but still that kind of focus, Pathakji has rightly pointed out, we are no more allied sector to agriculture sector. The agriculture sector has to be allied sector of livestock because the land is limited, the crop productivity has reached certain levels, and
very true.
Yeah, the plateau has reached, and there is so much potential in the livestock with the multi-dimensional benefits. sustainable development, sustainable agriculture, how it will come without livestock? And the nutritional security. I mean, the country is suffering a lot. Food security, more or less, we are reached. But food security, the livestock plays an important role. The social empowerment, economic development. But we are all aware and what to do from here, how to make the union government or state governments to understand the status of the livestock and the power of the livestock, the potential of the livestock. Thank you.
Great, sir. Great, sir. For the good, kind suggestion, sir. Sir, we have two questions posted here. Dr. Kondaya sir has posted that how we are going to face the persons or organizations that are working against livestock sector. Dr. Kondaya sir has asked this question. So any of the speakers or anyone, speakers especially, can try to.
Say again.
Sir, the question is how we are going to face the persons or organizations that are working against livestock sector.
This is the policy decision not taken, not by individual. So I think the policies of the every institute is for the profession. That's all.
Sir, take the case of stray dogs, sir. Supreme Court first judgment was revised in 24 hours. They have given one more order. Now against that one more order, 50,000 written papers have gone, of which 10,000 from the Delhi itself. Sir, so many PILs are posted in the Supreme Court against the livestock sector prospects. But none of the professional bodies have ever gone beyond their ceremonial recommendations in the end to pursue any of the recommendations that professional body has given. What happened to that? And we have infinite number of professional bodies. And let me tell you one thing. Ministry of Transport has given one amendment regarding the animal transport, that the trucks to vehicles to carry the animals should have permanent partitions for individual animals, which is impossible and nowhere in the world such thing. And earlier the livestock market rules, it came buffalo should not be traded in the livestock markets. Then why they should get traded? And 5 receipts should be there if you are buying or selling the animal, and they must be kept with the people for. It came, sir. Luckily in the Kerala, some ministry has taken, it went to the High Court and then Chennai High Court and all, then they have gone out. So those organizations so much organized to go to the Supreme Court and all, why any of our professional bodies never entered to a court for a positive thing? That means there are no issues to go there. Sir, with the WTO, our policies, livestock policies of government are 40% less efficient in affecting the returns of the farmers. 50 years back, we are at crossroads, not knowing what to do, where to go. And today also we are at the crossroads, not knowing whether we should have crossbreeding or not, whether we would protect our breeds. Who is responsible for all this, sir? I think professionally, we have not been up to the mark in raising our voice in our demonstrations or our lobbying with the people to do the things. This is all a mere, sir. Let me tell you, when the transport rule came, I prepared one draft, sent to all the directors of animal husbandry, deans of the people, and secretary and joint secretary of the state governments. Not even one person has acknowledged it. Thank you that we got it, we are examining or anything, and no representation came, and what the people wanted, they got it done. That is the kind of thing, the regulations.
Dr. Kondaya, I fully support your views. Your concern is very correct. Professional bodies are there, they speak, they raise their voice. But unfortunately, after coming off the social media and lobbying by some NGOs, very strong NGOs. For example, I give your example, that dog population, you give the example. Many professional bodies, they gave the recommendation, but they lobby wise, they are not very strong as compared to the NGOs. So that is the reason the Supreme Court heard the NGOs than the professional bodies.
Sir, in 1958 itself, Supreme Court has given list of 6 detrimental effects of these stray cattle.
Yeah.
And they are not in public interest to do any program like Gosala, Gosadans and all. They are not self-sustaining, government can't sustain. So the total ban on slaughter is not in the larger interest of the society. But
Right.
50 years have gone, they are working more and more effective against the slaughter aspects. So we have to be more vocal and we have to demonstrate without any dogmatic feeling in the mind. We need to be pragmatic and we need to be open.
Yes, agree, fully agree that we, the professional bodies, we have to be more vocal than these NGOs.
That's right,
And
sir.
our voice is based on the technical ground, scientific ground.
Sir.
Can I interfere for a hello?
Sir, sir.
Good morning to interfere for a minute.
Sir, Rama sir, please, sir, go ahead, sir. Ji.
Good morning to all. Good morning. Can I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rama sir.
Please continue, sir.
Questions. The control of stray dogs or street dogs. It's not stray dogs. We have only street dogs, not stray dogs in India. Now, there is no question of controlling the street dogs because we are not properly approaching it. We don't have an expertise. We don't have the right approach for neutering. We don't know the evolution, ecology, and the utility of dogs. In fact, there are immense opportunities to utilize these dogs, which they are not doing. In fact, I had to make 25 presentations in Facebook and described everything. And we tried control of stray dogs by identifying them with the help of the local. If stray dogs are in one place, more than 6 dogs are there in one place, they become aggressive. So main thing is they are totally located in one place. They have high affinity towards one place. They won't move out of that place. So retain them in that place, reduce the number, and for that you need people's cooperation. I'll give another lecture sometimes later. Thank you.
Sir, good morning to all. Can I have one suggestion, sir?
Sir, yes.
I am Dr. Anantam from Hyderabad, retired Joint Director. Now I am President of Telangana Retired Veterinarian Association.
Great.
One submission to the Veterinary Association of India, sir. As you are aware that before coming to Niti Aayog, there is a 5-year plan. During that 5-year plan, Prime Minister has to nominate one Chief Minister of the different states and given to a different subject like agriculture, animal husbandry, and rural development. Likewise, the then Andhra Pradesh is nominated animal husbandry subject during the Vais Rajshekhar Reddy. And all the expert people will come and participate in that animal husbandry sector and give their recommendations. During that time only, the National Fishery Development Corporation has established in Hyderabad. Now, my personal request to the Veterinary Association of India, please submit a proposal regarding strengthening of our sector to the Niti Aayog, whether they are conducting 5-year plans or other plans, we don't know, sir. It is my request to Veterinary Association of India to submit a proposal for strengthening of our animal husbandry sector, sir. This is my small suggestion.
Great, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely with the advice of national advisors and with the guidance of the seniors, we will pursue on that, sir. Nice, great suggestion, sir. So thank you, sir, for joining the webinar also. Anantam, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr.
Yes,
राजेश कुमार सिंह, डॉक्टर राजेश कुमार जी,
सर
एक लास्ट चीज मैं और कहना चाहता हूँ. द रीजन एक ये भी है कि हम वेटनेरियंस वी आर शाई इन टेलिंग आवर कंट्रीब्यूशन.
राइट सर.
हम लोग ये बताना नहीं चाहते हैं और एग्रीकल्चर वाले बढ़ चढ़ के बताते हैं. तो हमारी जो शाई नेचर है, टू टेल आवर कंट्रीब्यूशन वी हैव टू बी मोर वोकल. वी हैव टू बी
Right.
मोर, तो वो थोड़ा सा करेंगे तभी नीति आयोग और वो जो जो डॉक्टर रेड्डी कह रहे हैं कि वो तभी सुनेंगे।
Sir, one
Sir.
positive thing is we are not importing anything, while agriculture, huge quantity of pulses and oil seeds perennially year after year in thousands of crores.
Correct.
imported.
Correct.
Their situation is worse, sir. The wheat and rice policy and not attending to the correct things.
सर एक मेरा सबमिशन है सर। जी सर।
I have a question, sir.
सर ये सबमिशन ये है, जैसा कि सर ने क्वेश्चन किया कि स्ट्रीट डॉग के विषय में जो एनजीओ बहुत सारे रिप्रेजेंटेशन देते हैं, उनका जो एडवोकेट होते हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट में करोड़ों रुपया लेकर के केस वो जीत जाते हैं, और अपना जो वेटनरी फ्रेटर्निटी या अपना प्रोफेशन के बिहाफ में कोई अपना वहां पर ये पक्ष रखने वाला नहीं होता है। उसी तरह सर आप देखे होंगे कि बैटरी केजेस, पोल्ट्री में सर बैटरी केजेस के लिए भी एनिमल एक्टिविस्ट, जो कि आप बोल सकते हैं कि उनका मैंडेट टोटली है अपना वेटनरी एनिमल हस्बेंड्री के अगेंस्ट में, चाहे वो मिल्क प्रोडक्शन हो, पोल्ट्री प्रोडक्शन हो, या जो भी है सर। एक तो इसके लिए सर बाकायदे एक अपना इकोसिस्टम बनाना होगा, और आप सभी का गाइडेंस सर चाहिए कि हम लोग इसको रिप्रेजेंट कर सके, और सर जरूरी भी है रिप्रेजेंट करना। हम चाहेंगे सर, अभी नेशनल वेटनरी कमीशन आ रहा है, उसमें फील्ड वेटनरियन का कोई भी रिप्रेजेंटेशन नहीं है, जो अपना जो हाई लेवल कमिटी बनी है, हालांकि बहुत उसमें डिस्टिंग्विश पर्सनालिटी है। तो सर मैं चाहूंगा खास करके पाठक सर से कि सर क्या नेशनल वेटनरी कमीशन जो अफिंग है बनने वाला है, वो केवल वेटनरी एजुकेशन के मैंडेट को देखेगा इंडिया में, या वेटनरी प्रोफेशनल के एटिकेट या जो भी समस्याएं हैं उसका भी सुनेगा, जो प्रिंसिपल्स हैं? अगर ऐसा है तो उसमें फील्ड वेटनरियन को भी सर इंक्लूड किया जाए, ये मेरा रिक्वेस्ट होगा। और रामा सर से और तथा रेड्डी सर से, चूंकि एलो सर आप लोग इस विषय में ज्यादा जानते हैं, अनुभव है, तो हम चाहेंगे सर थोड़ा सा इस पर आप जो नेशनल वेटनरी कमीशन है, ये कैसे हम लोग का वेटनरी जो प्रोफेशन है उसको और बेहतर के लिए काम कर सकता है। और इसमें ड्राफ्ट में हम लोग चूंकि 45 डेज का सर जो गैप मिला है, जो पीरियड मिला है, इसमें कैसे ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ वेटनरी एसोसिएशन के द्वारा हम लोग रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, किन किन बिंदुओं पर, तो आप सभी का सर इसमें मार्गदर्शन चाहिए सर।
डॉक्टर सिंह, वेटनरी एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया को is a body who can represent the field veterinarians or any veterinary professional. आप सिर्फ फील्ड के लिए नहीं है, you are for the institutions also. So you send your proposal to them. They have invited proposals or views from persons working in. So my suggestion is that the Veterinary Association of India should go and submit your own views. But it is not only for education. This is for the field veterinarians also.
Yes, sir.
As I understand.
Yes, sir, definitely. Sir, two more in the chat box. Seemant Kumar sir, before going for Seemant Kumar sir's question, one request from our host, Dr. Gurnathan sir, is that regarding the contract teaching faculty. Sir, hello sir. It's request from the contract faculty members from different colleges to kindly make sure the contract faculty are given due importance in requirements in colleges, since many work for years and regular recruitment process should be carried out in veterinary colleges to strengthen the faculty. VAI can request VCI on this matter. Thank you. This will increase the interest in becoming a faculty for the young vets. Thank you, sir. Definitely VAI will take up, sir. We are taking up the initiatives to support the stipend increase for the young vets. So this definitely will take up. Sir, one question, we can call this as one of the concluding question. Dr. Seemant Kumar sir, you can now unmute and please ask your question, sir.
Thank you. I am Dr. Seemant Kumar Nanda, former Joint Director, Odisha Government, Animal Welfare. Today, both the discussions are very impressive, and there was no discussion regarding One Health concept that should have been done here, because we are in our state, ICMR and our veterinary department, in some places, they are working on anthrax. So One Health concept, how it is being implemented all through the country, number one. And what are the role of the medicos, if they are cooperating with us or not? Because I think that the medicos are not compatible with us so far this One Health concept is concerned, number one. So the second thing is that because I was the joint director animal welfare, that's why I was writing an article this morning, and where it has been, I have given that Krishna complements the vision through his cowherd life, representing a deeper nutritional and ecological truth. Cows in ancient India were rooted in sustainable dairy system, soil fertilization cycles, and biodiversity-rich pastoral landscapes. Krishna's playful affections for cows reflects a civilization where nutrition, compassion, and environmental stewardship naturally coexist. This is our mythology, whatever it may be, history or mythology or Purans. And another thing is that is on our environmental policy, water pollution. When Krishna is dancing upon that Kaliya Nag to detoxify the Jamuna River, there he has done animal welfare like work. He has restored Pasuki Kaliya Nag to another place, not killed. What should be our animal welfare activities, that we should not reposit the stray animals without killing them. That's the point. These are the points for discussion by the
Dr. Radhakrishna, may I answer?
Yes, sir. Please.
Dr. Nanda, for your kind information, One Health program is already going on. And all the components involved in the One Health, that is the plant and animal and earth and environment, the scientists from all these 4 areas, they are working together. First information I want to give you. That is the answer of your first question. Second question, I could not understand what you want to ask. You have given some suggestion, but I miss your question.
I want to know that if the medicos, the doctors, physicians, they are helping us or not in the field.
No, they see the objectives or terms or reference of this One Health program going on. This is well defined for veterinarian, well defined for the medical doctor, well defined for the earth scientist. So this is well defined program, and every partner has to perform his in that way. The medicos are working in that way. The vets are working. This is a very important program. One Health is a global program, like AMR. You know, now AMR has become a global program. That's why, and in the same way, the One Health also become a global program. So every person involved in that, they are performing their work as per the terms and reference of that project.
To my knowledge, in the field condition here, the medicos, they are not cooperating. They are throwing the responsibility to the vet.
Maybe in your state, I don't know, but they are without because this is well-defined duties are there in that project. I have been involved in when this drafting was being made, but now I am retired. But I go there in their meetings, and so they are cooperating. That's all. Or maybe some individual person may be like that.
No, when anthrax outbreak is there in human case, there is anthrax suspected. They will tell that the veterinarians are not vaccinating, but vaccination has already been done. That's the point. They're accusing us before the collectors. That's why I'm telling.
वो तो डॉक्टर साहब वो इसलिए बोल देते हैं because of their responsibility. Anthrax, once anthrax is declared that this animal has died, तो वो responsibility आ जाती है. So responsibility to save their skin, they just say that this is the responsibility of the veterinarians.
Yeah. That is the point. So
Great, sir.
Radhakrishnan, I have one suggestion.
Yes, sir.
Here. I mean, with such webinars by VAI, frequent webinars, and the issues are coming from different corners of the country, veterinarians facing, and then suggestions and so on. And expecting VAI to play a greater role and pressurize the government or represent whatever it is. I personally feel that for that the VA has to be strengthened by membership across the country, also by finances. Now, that is most important. We have to build our VA so that it becomes such a force at the national level. And at a state level also, please, we need to think how to have such bodies like Dr. Anantam of retired veterinarians has just now spoken, to take such bodies also along, affiliate or coordinate, and ultimately voice our concerns, voice the needs of the profession at both at state and national level. Thank you.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు అడగచ్చు, మాట్లాడచ్చు.
హలో, హలో, ఓకే, అడగాను అంతేనా?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir. Please.
Hello, I am Dr. A. Chandramoli, retired joint director from Telangana. Nowadays, now Veterinary Council of India can take up that this street dog menace is becoming day by day. It is a nuisance. Any suggestions we can make to the government, or else the Veterinary Council can take any action in this regard, and like Western countries? Is it possible for us to do this? Hello? Hello?
आरके सिंह जी, आप जवाब दीजिए, प्लीज आंसर।
हेलो, हाँ,
डॉक्टर आरके सिंह, राजेश कुमार सिंह।
yes.
I think some connect problem.
Hello. I am fine.
Dr. Radhakrishna, are you online? Are we audible?
I think some connection problem.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
You have to answer, Dr. Rajesh. You have to answer his question.
Hello.
Hello. Dr. Rajesh. No, कुछ प्रॉब्लम।
हेलो,
हाँ, आवाज आ रही है आपको? You are getting our voice?
हेलो,
हाँ, अभी सर आ रहा है सर, अभी आ रहा है सर। जी सर। Tell sir, what was the question?
Stray dog के लिए you should, BAI should also work.
Yes sir. Sir, we are going to submit one draft to Niti Aayog as well as all the concerned stakeholders, even Government of India and government and different state department regarding our on behalf scientific method of controlling the dog population, as well as what are the SOPs. We are also, sir, going to draft one SOP with the consultation of all the experts, those who are engaged in ABC programs, and finally, sir. भाई इतने साल तक नहीं आ रही थी मेरी पॉलिसी, अब आ गई, चली गई, पिटा लड़ाई, मैंने नहीं जाना है, मैं नहीं जाऊंगी। बोले वो हेलो,
Yes, sir. Yes. Muted them, sir.
Okay, sir. So, sir, regarding the minutes of
Okay. Saab de happen.
डॉक्टर राधाकृष्ण
You can talk, sir. You can talk.
we can sum up कर सकते हैं? We can sum up?
Yes, sir. Sir, so many questions are coming. We will keep a track of it and we'll try to find the answer for those. I request our national convener of the Veterinary Association of India and the chief patron of this webinar to kindly give a general vote of thanks to the speakers and participants and the webinar team, sir. Dr. Rajesh, sir, can you please?
Hello. Yes. Sir,
Yes,
am I audible, sir?
Hello,
yes.
sir. Actually, I want to speak, sir, in this platform. Can you give me on 2 minutes, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I'm
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Mahesh
Yes, sir.
Shivkumar.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a veterinarian in a private sector in Bangalore, in Karnataka state. Yeah, I'm
Sir.
working here since from last 15 years in the Karnataka. Yeah, actually,
Okay, sir.
I'm a consultant for poultry industries for many companies.
Right, sir.
Sir, actually, I have some submission regarding the private colleges. They are opening right now. Many colleges are opening in many states.
Yes, sir.
In Maharashtra also, many colleges are opened and they don't have any proper buildings. They don't have proper staff. They have proxy staff and they don't have. They are showing the building of agriculture colleges. And our Veterinary Council of India staffs are coming and visiting that building in that infrastructure. For the sake of their understanding, they are changing the only label of the building or name of the building for one day, and there is no basic facility for the veterinary clinics, or there is no separate lecture hall for the veterinary colleges. They are using same lecture hall of agriculture colleges.
Sir.
So the our profession should not be ruined or should not be because the quality of the veterinary profession, veterinary education should be maintained as per VCI, Veterinary Council of India guidelines. What? Yeah. Please look into this, sir, respected sir, because you are at the top level. You are the top level authority in Government of India or Veterinary Council of India, or some are in the Veterinary Association of India. So look into this, because the quality of the education should not be ruined or disgraced. Thank you so much.
Great, sir.
Thank you so
Sir,
much, all respected sir. Yes.
Sir, I want to add with your submission a little bit
Yes,
more.
sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
सर ये आपका जो क्वेश्चन है एकदम पर्टिनेंट है, और जितने आप इस संबंध में सर डॉक्टर रामा कुमार सर से भी हमको बात हुई थी. सर ने बताया कि बीसीआई में उन्होंने जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाया था सर, कि अगर सही से लागू किया जाए तो एक फैकल्टी में कम से कम 18 से 20 वेटनरियन वहां पर ऑब्जर्व हो सकते हैं. और हाल
yes,
में
sir.
कुछ दिन पहले भी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए जो नोटिफिकेशन हुआ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने उसको ये किया. लेकिन दिक्कत ये है कि ऐसा देखा गया है कि बीसीआई के द्वारा ऐसे बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस को मान्यता भी दे दी गई, चाहे जो भी कारण हो, जिसका कि जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है पैरामीटर के हिसाब से नहीं है. और ऐसा कोई मंथ नहीं है कि एक वेटनरी कॉलेज जो है प्राइवेट को रिकॉग्निशन नहीं मिल रहा है. तो सर बिल्कुल आप सही बोले. कुछ दिन पहले, लगभग 2 से 3 दिन पहले, मैं तो नाम नहीं बताऊंगा, लेकिन एक हमारे प्रोफेशनल का फोन आया कि डॉक्टर साहब केवल हमको एक रिटायर एलपीएम का प्रोफेसर का ये दे दीजिए, उसका बायोडाटा दे दीजिए, उनको पैसा हम भेजते रहेंगे और उनको आना भी नहीं है. इस तरीका का ये प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है. मैं चाहूंगा हमारे आज के जो तीनों अभिभावक जो हमारे मार्गदर्शक हैं, पाठक सर, रामा सर तथा रेड्डी सर, कि ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ वेटनरी एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया वी आर गोइंग टू राइट टू द कंसर्न अथॉरिटी एंड स्टेक होल्डर्स कि जितने भी वेटनरी कॉलेजेस हैं वहां पर एसओपी को सही से लागू किया जाए. तो सर ये मेरा दिस इज माय फाइनल वर्ड रिगार्डिंग व्हाट यू टोल्ड सर.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Please do, sir. Please do, sir. We have a support. We give support for you. If you any financial contribution is required, also we will do, sir.
Thanks, sir. This VI is for all of our professional brothers, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you for encouraging us, sir.
Hello, sir.
Sir, I request the Paul.
Some voice problem is coming, sir. Some sound problem is coming.
डॉक्टर साहब हमको थोड़ा सा जाना है अभी. आई हैव टू लीव.
Sir. जी sir. So we are also reaching to our time, sir. And
Hello, sir.
सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर साहब. थैंक यू.
सर Dr. Kanti sir, please take up the session, sir. What the next as per this?
Let's talk on telephone.